Hi everyone, so today we are gonna learn about structures. By watching this video, you will completely understand the concept of structures, and there is no need to study more if you are watching this video completely. So we're gonna learn about definition, declaration, its size, then how to declare structure variables, then how to initialize the structure elements, how to access the elements using dot operator, then what is structure pointer or arrow operator, then arrays of structure, and then arrays inside the structures. Then we will also perform code for the input output using for loop in the structure only, and then how to declare a nested structure and how to get input and how to show the output of the nested structure. So let us start from the definition part. Definition part. A structure is a user-defined data type in C or C++. A structure creates a data type that can be used to group items of same or different types into a single type. For example, this is the syntax of the structure. First of all, we use the struct keyword, then struct a name as the variable name, whatever we like, and then this is the syntax. Means in the dotted part, we declare some variables. So let us declare some. First of all, declaration, then struct. Club is the variable name or the structure name that we have given to the structure. Then in this structure, there are three variables. That is ID integer variable, then phone number integer array, and then name character array, that is a string. So if you want to calculate the size of the array or the structure, then as integer is of 2 bytes, then character is of 1 byte, but the array is of elements, so 1 into 50 plus integer is of 2 bytes, but it is an array of 10 elements, so 2 into 10, total is 72 bytes. So the total size of the structure is 72 bytes. So let us move on to the next topic, structure variables. So it can be declared at the time of creating structure or after creating structure. So we are gonna first of all see the first part, the struct club. This is the same structure, but we have initialized C1 as the structure variable at the time of creating structure only. Now we can access the structure by using the structure variable C1. And after creating structure, look, the structure has been created, and in the void main only we are writing struct club C1. Means what? The struct is the keyword, club is the struct name, and C1 is the structure variables that we are defining. Then how to initialize the structure elements? Means we can use curly braces or dot operator. There are two methods. So first of all, let us see the curly braces part. So by using curly braces, you can see in the program only, we have created the struct club competition. There is a ID and another variable as rank. Both are of integer type. So in the void main, I am initializing the ID and rank as struct club competition, means that is the structure name, of which there is a structure variable C1, and it is going to be containing 1 ID and 2 as a rank. Okay, so let us go to the dot operator part. I will explain this by giving an example now. In the dot operator, first of all, we have declared the structure variable while making the structure only. So in the void main, we just have to write c1.id, means by using the structure variable c1, we are accessing the id, which is to be set to 1. And in the new line, we are saying that by using the c1 structure variable, we are initializing the value of rank as 3. We learn about structure pointer. As you have already learned about pointers, this will be much easier for you now. So first of all, let us see how the structure club has been created. It is same as before. So I'm gonna step ahead. In the void main, we have to define the elements as club c1 equals to 1 or 2, and then I will declare another structure pointer as star c2 because it is gonna contain the address of c1 only. Then if I want to print the elements of c1 by using structure pointer, then I'm gonna write c2 arrow id comma c2 arrow rank. By using this, it will be much easier for you to understand. That's why I have written those in the red array of structure. First of all, we will declare the first of all we will create a structure club with ID and rank as is integer. Then first of all we will create the structure array, means array of structure. C1 is an array, but we have defined it after the struct club C1. That's why it is an array of structures. So if I want to initialize the value, then I am going to write C1 of 0th position ID equals 1, and 0th position of the same has the rank 1. Okay, and if I want to print the values, then I'm going to use C1 0.id and C1 0.rank. By using dot operator we can access it. If I didn't wanted to write C1 of 0 dot id equals to 1, C1 of 0 dot rank equals to 1, then would have declared it in the form of array only. It is at the 0th location of C1. C1 in the bracket 0 equals to curly braces open 1 comma 1. Okay. Now this will give the values of 0th position ID as 1 and rank equals to 1. Hope you are clear with this. If you are not able to understand, then try to perform this on your PC, then I think you will be. Okay, let us go to the next topic, that is array and structure. So first of all we will create the structure club which has integer array ID of 10 elements and integer array rank with 10 elements. We have created the structure now. Let us go ahead. So I'm gonna create a structure variable C1, and if I want to access the ID and rank, then it is an array, so it is gonna have 10 positions, 0 1 2 3 4 till 9. So I will have to specify the location also, that is C1.id of 0th position equals to 1 and C1.rank of the 0th position equals to 1. I can also write it as, would have to write the address over here, and we can also write it as blank only, and then we will write 1 comma 1, that is at the 0th position ID equals to 1 and rank is also equals to 1. The second curly bracket means that the first position of the ID, means ID in the bracket 1 equals to 2 and rank of 1 equals to 5. Okay. In this I have declared two locations in the one line only. Let us go ahead, that using for loop in the array of structures only. So let us go ahead. I'm gonna first of all create the structure here, that is ID and rank. Then we will write the program in the next slide, but you have to know this format. So first of all we will declare a structure variable, then we will make a for loop, and using that we will get the input by using scanf, and then another for loop for the output by using printf. Okay, so let us go ahead. First of all we have declared a array C1 as 10. It's an array of structure. So first of all I'm gonna write I, because I'm gonna use I in the for loop. So enter the ID and rank of the club members, printf, in the printf only. Then in the for loop it is gonna enter from the 0 1 2 3 till 9th location. So I'm gonna write from 0 till I less than 10. Okay, and I plus plus. Enter details of the first participant, but the I is 0 over here, so I'm gonna write I plus 1 after the comma, and then in the scanf we have to write and C1 of the ith location dot ID and C1 of the ith location of the rank. So it is gonna input the ID and then rank of the participant. Then if you want to output the whole details, then we will use the for loop only. First of all we will write the details of the I plus 1th participant is this, and then ID is to be printed by C1 of ith location dot ID, and then rank C1 of ith location dot rank. Okay, let us move on to the next topic, nested structure. It is a structure within another structure. We have learned nested if, nested for loop, but what is this nested structure? So it is also a structure within another structure. So I'm gonna explain it with an example. If you are holding a birthday party of a relative, but you don't know their friends and want the invitation to be sent, so you ask details and store it in C program. So we will create two structures. That is, I'm gonna write address as phone number, city, and pin, and I'm gonna write the friends structure as their name, and I will access the address structure by using another structure variable as add. Okay, so if I want to access it, then I have to create a structure variable of friends. So it is, let us create it as bestie. One structure variable per friend, because if I want to collect details of many friends, that then I have to create like bestie comma b1 comma b2 comma b3. Okay, so let us first of all input the details, enter friends information. That is, first of all it will enter the bestie's name, %s, then phone number, %d, then city, then %s, and pin number, that is of %d only. Okay, now let us go ahead. Then printing the friend information, it is gonna print the same only, %s, then %d, then %s for city, and %d for pin. Okay, thanks a lot guys. Now you have been cleared of the concept of structures. Do like, share, and subscribe.